Hello friends, welcome to my channel. I am Helen, hope your day is so well. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe the channel. Robyn Brown hits back at former sister wives, says she's tired of being blamed for family collapse. Everyone knows the sister wives saga has turned into a dramatic unraveling of plural marriage, and Robyn Brown, once the so-called favorite wife of Kody Brown, has officially had enough of the blame game. Robyn Brown finally spoke up about the tension between her and Kody Brown's former wives, Meri, Janelle, and Christine. "I think there's a lot of focus on me. I actually get really tired of it," Robyn told host Sukanya Krishnan. "If you followed the show, you know that ever since Robyn joined the family, fans and fellow wives alike have accused her of being Kody's favorite, the one who got special treatment while the others were left on emotional islands. But according to Robyn, that's not the full story. I try very hard to be kind and supportive and respectful to everyone. I stay in my lane," she insisted. And yet she's become a lightning rod for criticism from both inside and outside the family. Robyn Brown sends a clear message to her former sister wives. Christine, who is the first of the three women to officially leave Kody, has been especially vocal about Robyn's role in the family's breakdown. "I didn't feel like I had a say," Christine said in season 17, adding that she believed Kody prioritized Robyn and her kids above the rest. Janelle echoed similar sentiments, at one point bluntly stating, "I don't know who that guy is anymore." While Meri stayed the longest despite years of emotional distance from Kody, she too eventually walked away. Yet Robyn is now the last wife standing, and according to her, that comes with a heavy emotional toll. "I still mourn the loss of the family. That was real to me. I didn't sign up for this to be the only wife," Robyn explained, her voice cracking slightly. "Ato has always been intense, especially because the show offered a rare mainstream glimpse into modern polygamy. For over a decade, viewers watched the Brown family navigate complex dynamics, from raising children across households to battling jealousy and heartbreak. But in recent seasons, the cracks became impossible to ignore. Now, with only Robyn left in the picture, it's hard not to wonder if she's simply the last one willing to hang on, or if she really was the glue that held it together until it all fell apart." Despite the tension, Sister Wives star Robyn Brown wants her truth known. Whether fans believe it is another story. As for Christine, she claims that Kody has continued to play the blame game with his exes. Furthermore, Christine doubts that Kody will ever take accountability for playing a large part in why his wives got the hell out of Dodge Flagstaff, as well as their marriages. Kody's only remaining wife, Robyn, if she was a fan of Janelle referring to her as Kody's sacred cow earlier this season, to which Robyn does her best to appear unbothered. Robyn proceeds to drop her first of many "I don't knows" of the one-on-one, beginning with her not knowing whether or not Kody has a bias towards her. She also claims to feel safe telling Kody just about everything, but says she doesn't know why Janelle didn't feel the same in her marriage to Kody. After, kind of answering a few more questions, Robyn proclaims that there's too much focus on her, and that she wishes her former sister wives would focus on their own relationships and leave her name out of their mouths. Courtesy of the show's editors, Janelle tells Suki that while Robyn isn't innocent in what's become of the Brown family, she believes that Kody has tried to make himself more villainous to take some of the heat off of his sacred cow, Robyn. Janelle says that Kody tapped into his villain era by doing things like rewriting the past and talking about his kids, all in an effort to make everyone hate him instead of Robyn. Janelle acknowledges the accusation being thrown around that Robyn broke up the family and never even wanted to be in a plural marriage, but insists that she doesn't think this was the case. Instead, Janelle recalls Robyn being part of what the family was trying to build, at least initially, anyway. Janelle says she doesn't remember Kody ever being as mean as he is today, and argues that his current personality is nothing but a smokescreen. When asked about these claims, Kody takes off his villain hat visor and slips on his beanie of blame, insisting that Janelle is simply not dealing with what transpired between the two of them. Suki interjects to remind Kody that Christine has expressed similar feelings of abandonment as a result of him choosing to be with Robyn. Cody responds to this point by flexing his Duolingo skills and arguing that, at the end of the day, he and his exes weren't good together. When Suki encourages Cody to really look at what caused his tres divorcios, as it may help him in his future relationships, romantic and non-romantic Cody grows irritated and threatens to literally stop answering questions. As his anger grows, so does the creepy vein in his forehead just below his remaining front noodle strands of hair. After Suki informs Cody that he's more than welcome to act like a baby, he gives in, but says he's not going to continue rehashing things when his former wives have moved on. Has this man honestly not grasped the concept of a one-on-one after... Cody takes off on rant, during which he, seemingly by accident, apologizes to his exes, admits some fault in destroying their marriages, explains that he didn't see a future with them, and says that he hopes everyone is happy now, and if they're not, he hopes it's not because of anything he did. While channeling her inner grade school teacher, Suki explains to Cody that what he just did was take accountability for his actions. Thank goodness they managed to get that moment on camera, because it's unlikely that it will ever happen again, at least not intentionally. When we check back in with Janelle, she tells Suki that she's absolutely capable of being very friendly with Cody, but says she never really had a relationship with Robyn to begin with. She doesn't hate her. As Janelle continues to assess her current feelings towards Mr. and Mrs. Brown, she eventually comes to the conclusion that she doesn't really want to know either Cody or Robyn. In fact, she doesn't even like them. Cody, for reasons we'll never understand, is Mary. Presumably because there were so few lighthearted moments from season 19, Cody's OG wife is asked during the one-on-one to walk viewers through the events that took place on moving day. Specifically the moment that she and Cody did some unintentional bumping and grinding in the back of a moving truck while loading a Peloton bike. While Mary and Cody, and David low-key, are able to laugh off the moving day dry humping, Robyn is clearly not happy to see her husband accidentally touch no-nos with someone he was married to for more than 30 years. After Cody and Mary laugh off the only physical encounter they've shared in the last 15 years or so, they acknowledge that it was inappropriate because they were no longer married at the time. Christine calls Cody out for claiming his encounter with Mary was sexual in nature, and for insisting that it was offensive towards Robyn. When asked if the moment did offend her, Robyn throws out yet another, "I don't know." What Robyn does know, she says, is that Cody's seemingly positive opinion of Mary on moving day is something that was there all along and something that she believes proves that the OG couple could have made things work. Sure, Jan Robs. Christine doesn't see it that way and says that Cody referring to Mary on moving day as his favorite ex-wife and the old Mary was disrespectful, tacky, and rude as hell. While Christine and David take issue with Cody's decision to declare Mary his favorite ex-wife, Mary tells Suki she loves the title and is just happy to finally be on good terms with her former spouse. As for Cody saying that he wished he could have been married to that version of Mary all along, Mary tells Suki that he was, and he missed out because he wasn't around to experience it. Mary also says that Cody's kind words don't change the way she feels today, and she remains happy with her decision to get a spiritual release. Janelle tells Suki that Cody likes to bring up how loyal Mary was as a wife, while still bringing up the catfishing incident. Janelle says this is another example of how Cody finds justifications for his behavior. She also says it's really dangerous for people aka Cody to compare how people were at 25 to how they are after dealing with the pressure of raising a family, especially one with very little money. Janelle claims that Robyn got to marry Cody 2.0, while the OG3 tied the knot with what we can assume was a free trial version of Cody, complete with glitches and annoying ads. Cody claims he was able to get over the betrayal of it and insists that he still made an effort in his relationship with Mary after the fact. In the next sentence, however, he says that their marriage was antagonistic for years leading up to the catfishing and that it remained that way until the day that he helped Mary move out of Flagstaff. Cody also explains that he became emotional when leaving Mary's house that day because he was reminded of the special times they once shared. Mary admits that Cody's tearful goodbye was confusing to her, while Robyn says she doesn't know what to make of the situation. Christine says Cody's reaction in that moment proves that he needs to take a good, hard look in the mirror, not at his hair, for once, and realize that he was the reason this era ended. She also accuses Cody of playing mind games with Mary, reminding viewers that he turned on the waterworks on moving day after stringing Mary along for years and essentially banishing her to her in-the-trees bell tower home during COVID. Mary then says that despite what Cody claimed on moving day, her ex will not be walking her down the aisle if she ever remarries, calling Cody's comment weird. Also weird, Mary revealing to Suki that Cody recently told her he's still grieving the loss of their marriage, a remark Mary says she told Cody he's not allowed to make after trashing her on this show and in public for years. Cody proceeds to rattle off a long-winded response about not needing to reconcile with Mary and how he's being gaslit by basically everyone who isn't Robyn. Suki moves on to talking about the moment that Cody met David at Gwendolyn's engagement party this season, a scene that she tells Cody felt very awkward to those watching on TV. Before Suki is able to set up the clip, Cody owns up to feeling uncomfortable in the moment, though he blames it on having to face Christine, not the new man in her life. While he eventually admits he was intimidated to meet a potentially overwhelmingly handsome individual, Cody insists the interaction was pleasant. Suki pushes back and reiterates that it didn't come across that way to viewers. Cody tells Suki he doesn't want to watch the clip of the scene in question, to which she responds with, "Let's watch the clip." After literally squirming through the clip, Cody admits to Suki that it was cringy from beginning to end, though he maintains that he was cool and calm in the moment. Cody also says he wasn't bothered that Christine was hugging David while chatting with him and Robyn. In fact, he says he's thrilled that Christine has found love and moved on because it means she'll finally stop talking about him, a compliment that Suki informs him is extremely backhanded. Another awkward interaction at Gwendolyn's engagement party that is discussed is the moment Christine spoke to Mary about how much better life is post-Cody. Suki notes that Mary seemed unsure of that fact at the time, and Mary explains that while she appreciated Christine cheering her on, she wasn't able to accept the pep talk because there isn't any trust between the two of them. Mary says she isn't ruling out the idea of one day being able to sit down with Christine and presumably Janelle as friends, though she says it would be sad if it took them leaving Cody to be able to get to that place. While Mary might not be ready for a hangout sesh with Christine, Cody reveals to Suki that he had a dirty thought that he and David should go on a guy's trip together, but ultimately decided it would be uncool to Christine. Cody claiming in the very next sentence that David only made eye contact with Robyn when they all met because he was trying to prove to her that he was a stand-up guy. David denies only having eyes for Cody's sacred cow at the engagement party, and shockingly, Christine says she's sure that one day, Cody and David will be buddies. David agrees, revealing that he